I've sawn the bit of fan cast aluminium in half. This is the first half in the lathe. It's sawed really well and there's almost no inclusions or anything in the cut halves. So that bodes well for the actual overall chunk of aluminium. So I'm going to face it off, then we'll centre drill it to give it some tail support because it is quite a hefty lump. And then we can start making the pulleys. Yay! That's machining up lovely. Yeah, I'm very pleased with that. That's machining up superbly. So I'll just finish that off and then we'll get the centre drill set up. Now we've got some tailstock support. I'm going to make a first light cut. There are some protrusions, so I don't want to go too close because I need to find out where it's actually touching, and we'll work out our first cut from there. So let's take a proper first cut then. We'll call this 0. Just want to clean this up. I don't really need to turn too much down. I want pretty much the maximum diameter on here that I can get. So this is just to clean it up. Seems to be cutting quite nicely. I mean, obviously it's not parallel. It was a hole in the sand after all. Yeah, it's machining up really nicely. So I'll get on and finish off the cleaning up and then I'll come back when I've done that. This is machined up superbly. So I've cleaned it all up. We're down to about 32mm, which is fine. That's ideal for the outside of the pulley. There are a few inclusions. I have come across a few inclusions, but I can work around those. So the next stage is I need to turn a boss on this. So I need to turn this down to the diameter of the small pulley and also leave enough room to put a grub screw in as well. I'm going to put the grub screw in the middle, so the small pulley on the outside, space for the grub screw, and then the large pulley. So we've got to take a lot off of this. We've got to take, let me have a quick look on my magic digital stick. 950 thou has got to come off of this, and I've set my carriage stop to depth of 18mm, which is how far I want to go with that. So yeah, I'll give it a. There's no point in showing all that. It's going to take me a while to do that, but yeah, we'll give it a go. Take a fairly hefty cut here. 40 thou cut. These are roughing cuts, so it doesn't matter what the finish is like. This is a 60 thou cut. Asking a bit much of it really, because obviously we're not running very fast. It's running about 700 RPM, so it's quite slow. So I think 50 is enough. Take it easy. Seems to like 50 thou. Cuts quite nicely at 50 thou. I'll come back when we're done. This all machined up lovely, so now I'm going to go in with the grooving tool to produce the first groove for the first pulley. Go, a little bit of chatter, but it's come out all right. Right, now I'm going to move up to the large one and make the groove in the large for the large pulley. And there we go. A little bit of chatter again, but no, it's coming out all right. So next job is I've got to drill the hole for the axle, so we'll do that next, and then finally we'll put the cross drill assembly on, and we'll drill this centre boss here for grub screw. Right, 4mm drill in the collet in the tailstock. I'm going to be using Meccano axles, and they run roughly 4mm, so that's what we're going to go with. There we go, job done. Now I'll set up for the cross drilling. Cross drilling all set up. I'm going in with the centre drill to start with, and then we will drill and tap for 3mm because I've got some nice 3mm grub screws. So here we go. Swap this out for 3mm tapping drill. 3mm tapping drill in place, off we go. I think we're through, but I'm going to slide the tailstock out the way just to check. I swapped the drill out for 3mm tap, and once again I'm going to start it off in the cross drill because that way it'll mean that it will line up properly and it will be nice and square. I'm only going to start it off once it's bitten and it starts to cut. I will stand it upright and we'll put a small tap wrench on it. But this is I've used this method successfully for a long time now, and it definitely works. Get your tap started, and then once it's gripped and it's a little bit of the way in, you can then release it from the chuck on the drill and use a tap wrench. I think that will do nicely actually. Let's undo that. And then we can rotate it like that, and I'll stick a tap wrench on the top and get that tapped out. And here it is in all its glory, the little two-stage pulley. Now, I didn't show the cutting off process because it's boring, and my lathe does tend to get hot and bothered when it's asked to part off fairly large lumps of aluminium. So basically what I did was I cut it off roughly in the Kennedy Hexacut power hacksaw, and then I just faced off to clean it up, and there it is, and it's come out really, really well. And now all I've got to do is make 3 more. Yeah, great. This took about 3 hours, you know. But no, it's I'm happy with it, and like I said, I just got to make 3 more. One thing I would just like to mention is that in the course of making that pulley, we've gone from this is the scrap aluminium that I'm fortunately very lucky I'm given this for free. This is then turned into this. These 2 bits here, and those are turned into that. Now, what I'm really trying to make here is you don't need a lot of money to do this. You've seen my furnace. It was made out of an empty 5-litre beer can. You know, and my lathe, when I bought it, my little tiny lathe, it cost me £800. Now, they are a little bit dearer now, but you don't need 10 grand's worth of lathe to do this. And, you know, with relatively simple tools and equipment, you can do this. You can melt your own aluminium, you can cast your own aluminium bar stock, and you can machine up whatever you want to out of it. And as you can see, this is, you know, there's no inclusions in this at all. It's fine. You know, that could have been commercial bar stock, but you saw me cast it, you saw me do the pull, so yeah. So as I said, all I've got to do now is make 3 more of those. I'll definitely get another one out of that, and I should get 2 out of that without a problem. And I won't film any of that. You've seen me make 1. That's enough. I'll bring you back when I've got the 4 pulleys, and we can move on to the next stage. Yeah, here we all are, all 4 of them, all done and dusted. Took me about a day to do the other 3, so quite an intensive amount of machining. Very satisfying and well worth it. So the next stage then is to build a frame to mount these pulleys in.